At 10:30, we got a sleeper game. In all honesty, we got Minnesota, who's 2-0, traveling to Cal, who's also 2-0. Minnesota favored by 2.5 points on ESPN. Drake Lindsey for the Golden Gophers has gone 27-44, throwing for 429 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Darius Taylor has had 33 carries for 161 yards, and Javon Tracy's had 4 catches for 116 yards and a touchdown. For the Golden Bears, Duron Cruz Sagapolu Telly. Sorry if I pronounced that poorly, Cal. I'm sure I'll eventually get it once you guys are getting a lot of wins. And he's gone 46-67, thrown for 493 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Kendrick Raphael has had 27 carries for 168 yards and a touchdown. And Tron Grizzle has had 7 catches for 115 yards and a touchdown. Cal's 4-2 against Minnesota all time, although the last 2 games have gone to Cal from 2006 and 2009. Cal is 2-1 when playing at home. Minnesota, though, is 1-0 when these games has been one possession. Okay. This is a big game for both teams. You're talking about if you could go 3-0 at a conference if you're Minnesota, the world is kind of your oyster. I think a lot of people see Minnesota as a team that's going to be fine in the Big Ten, but just not great. The schedule isn't insane. Yes, you probably get 2 losses. Going to Ohio State and going to Oregon are likely losses for your football team. But those are the only 2 ranked teams you play. Again, you play 2 of the big 3. I'm not going to argue it, but you don't draw Penn State. You don't draw any of the next big 3 in Michigan, Indiana, or Illinois. So Minnesota doesn't have this insanely difficult path to the college football playoff. If they win games that I think are very winnable for Minnesota, they can absolutely be getting into that mix at the end of the year. Cal's another really interesting one that no one's really paying all that much attention to. Right now, they don't have any ranked teams left on their schedule. They were able to dodge Clemson, Miami, and Florida State, all of them. The big hard ones on your schedule, if you're Cal, is SMU. You get Duke, I think, and you get SMU, you get Duke, and you get Louisville. These are your tough ones. But SMU and Duke are at home if you're Cal. The only tough road game you play is at Louisville. I mean, you're looking at the schedule if you're Cal. 11-1 is not the most insane ask on planet Earth. If the Golden Bears can play as well as they've looked through 2 weeks, if Jerron turns out to be the quarterback that he has looked through 2 weeks, I mean, Cal is kind of this sleeper dark horse. They have a pretty doable schedule. Again, no ranked teams right now on the schedule. Now that could change. You could see a team like Louisville get into the top 25. But again, this is not the most insanely hard ask if you're Cal. So these are 2 kind of like sleeper picks for the college football playoffs where if things fall right for them, they could be a team that could make a run at a spot. It's going to be really interesting for both these teams. Obviously, both these teams cannot afford a loss. You're out of conference. I mean, you're kidding me? Especially Minnesota. Minnesota cannot afford this loss. They need this game more than Cal, in all honesty, because Cal could then still mess up against a lot of not hard schedule. Minnesota needs to win every game that's not Oregon and Ohio State to give themselves an opportunity. I think the Golden Bears, though, are a very good football team. I think they're an underrated football team this year. I thought heading into the year, I liked teams that went 6-6 last year, but a lot of those games were one possession. That was Cal to a T last year. Now, to be fair, a lot of those players went away, which is why I wasn't super believing in Cal. But this looks like a Golden Bears team that can do a lot of crazy things. I honestly like Cal at home. I think the Cal Golden Bears are going to win, and they're going to pull off the upset.